Yeah, and
Yeah,
Aaron, I
Mason.
appreciate that. Like Mason, Aaron,
Yeah,
for you, how do you advise them on like how much to spend on PPC? Because the same thing happens to us
yeah,
all the time, right? Where there's like, well, how much should I spend? How much
yeah.
do I need to
Well,
spend?
great question, Alex. And yeah, Mason. So we can help. We can help with that because we lay out a projection, a profit projection. So if the firm will give us their cost of services sold, if we can't get that, we'll do gross marketing profit, which is the expected revenue generated from our marketing efforts minus the cost of those efforts, including our fees. If they'll give us the cost of services sold, we can actually do a net profit projection, and we'll do it for up to 10 years, especially when they have returning clients every year and they're getting rebilled, and we'll even put in the rate of attrition and conversely the rate of retention, and we'll model all that out very conservatively and see is after all the costs are in and is there net profit
Yep.
and in conservative terms, and then we'll also model out baseline, but we'll model out after a period of optimization what we can expect when we use AI, when we use all the different strategies and tactics that we know how to use. How can we grow that profit even more?
Yep.
And if all that looks good, and 80-90% of the time it usually does look good, and we start out conservatively on spend, usually that's how we help mitigate risk. If it doesn't look good, we'll show them and we'll say, let's mitigate some risk here. We're not going to do this with you because we can give you leads, but we can't give you profitable leads. Yep. And this is why. And we're in numbers. We don't, we're data driven. So it really helps firms to make good decisions.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's been really a game changer for our clients that we're working on together, Aaron, is that ability to say, okay, here's the data and the numbers to support the game plan, right? Here's conservative. Here's kind of if we meet our goals, and here's if we really crush it, right? Here's where we're at. And even the conservative expectations should have a certain return on investment. And that helps us evaluate whether the PPC channel itself should be in our marketing mix, right? Because Mason, we need from folks like you, okay, what is the budget that we're going to run with? And then how do we max that out across all channels? And is PPC one of those channels? Do we have enough budget and enough, expectations based on the data to be profitable in that channel?
Yep.
And where there's a nuance here that I want to identify, that when Alex and I are working together, this is an important piece too, because there's a large segment of folks that won't convert right away. But, Alex's team will build out all those important automated nurture sequences and touch points, and will follow along, re-engage, and get them back to the table to make that buying decision. But also reminding them of other services that the firm provides, for instance, and they might not be aware of. So increasing lifetime value, which increases lifetime profit of our efforts. So we're amping each other up, basically.
Yep.
Nice.
And truly maximizing the machine.